Reef Beef with Ben and Rich. This is a great podcast show. We also have Humble Fish, everything you need to know about quarantine fish.
Be quick,
Good.
you got to keep it under 5 minutes.
All right. Episode 17,
17
number 17, we're talking about
medications.
medications.
Yeah, I prefer the strong stuff. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Honest officer, that's medication.
yeah.
I have a prescription.
I have a prescription for that. No,
So,
fish medication.
medications, yeah. So there's, looks like I'm talking a lot on.
You are,
this
but I'm
sport.
going to ask you a couple of questions when
Okay,
you get
go.
into medications.
Yeah, there we go.
Because if you're the medications that are banned in Canada are what? Because we get calls at at the store.
Well, there's no meds. What's happening right now in Canada is they want you, the Veterinarian Association lobbied to have rules that for medication that you have to take your fish and bring it to a vet to get medication.
So we used.
It's
to
all about
sell-
money.
But we used to sell. We used to sell medications.
We used to sell
in
medications,
the stores, but there's a certain drug that we can't sell now, and I can't remember what it is. Like it.
I don't know. Well, from what I know, I'm not allowed to sell any drugs.
Any
Because
medication.
when that came out, I was like, I can't sell any medications for fish. But I think they dropped certain, like the herbal ones.
Mm.
Herbal ones don't. I almost said a bad word. They don't work. That's snake oil.
Yeah.
So, like if you have egg or you have fluke, you need something strong.
Yeah, you need a medication.
You need a strong medication that's
Yeah.
gonna zap those suckers right off.
Yeah.
He needs to kill them. And these herbal medications, if he has like a little liaison, like a cut,
cut.
yeah, like a cut or something like that,
Fungus
or
or
fungus,
Yeah.
those herbals
They'll work.
will do the
Will
trick.
help.
But if
Yep.
parasites and that, no.
It's
No.
a living organism. You need something to literally kill it.
Yeah, exactly. It's you got to put poison to kill that parasite. Plain and simple. That's all it is. Is poison, not your. That's not effective. Now there's different ways of medications. Like I'm not a copper fan. I hate copper
I don't like copper either.
because copper's harder than the fish.
Yeah.
So you'll hear like stores. Oh yeah, our systems are copper. Ooh, that fish has been in there for 2 months. He's been in copper for 2 months. He's the gills are burning. You're
Yeah.
and next thing you know you're looking at the tank and he's dead, gone. What happened? He was doing fine yesterday, and today he's dead.
Yeah, the
Copper.
copper is hard on them.
There's a lot of fish
Well,
that
all-
don't. There's a lot of saltwater fish that don't accept copper. And there's some freshwater too, right?
Anything scaleless.
Scaleless, yeah. So
Yeah.
like flame angels, mandarins, wrasses
Yeah.
for saltwater do not tolerate copper.
Yeah, but the thing is, to any medication is going to be hard on the. It's same as us.
Yes.
Like any medication we take kind of messes our body up, especially if we take an antibiotic. Then it
Yes.
has other because it kills good things as well as bad things.
See, the thing about copper though, they have to be at therapeutic. How do you say that?
Therapeutic levels.
Therapeutic levels,
Yeah.
and
And I think
it's
it's
for a
what-
long time.
I think it's 2.5 ppm, isn't it? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Humboldt fish has
Humboldt fish
everything
has
written right
that
out.
stuff there.
Yeah.
But it's hard on the fish. Like I'm like total against copper. But there's first thing you do when you get your fish, you should do a dip. So if saltwater, like when we get fish from Bass Pro, we follow the same protocols as Bass Pro. These are
Yeah.
veterinarians, and they know what they're talking about. When I receive fish, I send them water quality tests. I send it out to them. They come back saying this, and I send them my biopsies also. So if I find a trichnos or ick or whatever it is, they come back and say, okay, you need to do this much of this formalin, and you got to do this of praziquantel, and this on these days, and these days. That's how we do it, and we kind of do the same thing here. So the first thing they do is you dip the fish. So if it's a freshwater fish, they want me to dip it at 1.026, ice only, 35 ppt. Now there's certain freshwater fish you can't do that. Cories, you can't
Right.
dip them in saltwater.
Scaleless.
Right.
Scaleless fish. In saltwater, it's the reverse. So you dip them in freshwater. Same thing. Can't do that with mandarins. Can't do that with wrasses.
Yeah.
But if you like tangs who are very prone to diseases, you freshwater dip them. And if they have flukes, they'll fall off. You'll see it at the bottom of your bucket or your dip tray or whatever.
Yeah.
You'll see the flukes at the bottom there.
Yeah.
So that's number one. You dip. And if you do a biopsy and you see something on there, you know, you get the book like I have. They will tell you either use this or use that or use this or use that. That's what we do. I'm not. And there's different meds. So there's like formalin, there's copper, there's formalin, and nitro, furazone, hyposalinity. That's the one I love the most.
Yeah.
Hyposalinity. And for fresh water, you can raise the temperature, like you said. And what else is there? For internal, it's praziquantel. Plain and simple, you do one dose of that. And if you want to do a biopsy, you got to take a piece of poop from the fish, you put it under the microscope, see if you see any worms.
Now, is Praxipronto, is that available in Canada?
No.
No,
Oh, it's not available in Canada.
no. So only from us. Sorry, we're the ones we deal with vets because we deal with through basketball.
Okay.
So I'm able to get those meds.
Okay.
That's why when people say, "Oh, no," anyways, yeah. So you got to do internal and external.
Okay.
So there's, like I said, there's a bunch of different ways of. Go to humblefish.com. They're doing some research on peroxide and that
Peroxide
kind of
dips.
stuff.
Yep.
Peroxide dips. But
It's-
hyposalinity, like if you have, like for salt water,
Yeah.
if you have tangs, that is the best. That is the best way to doing it.
Yeah.
Because you're not putting any medication in there.
Yeah.
So you're dropping like a 1.026. And that's why wholesalers, they drop the salinity. That's because the parasites don't like it.
And it's easier on the fish.
And it's easier on the fish, and they kind of go in like a dormant stage. It's the same thing like these stores that say, "Oh, my systems are copper." Yeah, but what happens, like that parasite is in the dormant stage. Then you bring it to your tank, and next no,
Yeah.
there's no more copper, and they just go crazy.
Yeah.
So like I say, it has to be in the
Therapeutic range. Yep.
range. So hyposalinity is at 1.009. That is almost like fresh water. There's a little bit of salt in there. Any ick or flukes are gone.
Yeah.
So yeah,